Hello everyone and welcome to Authentic Now Yoga, the online yoga studio for anybody and everybody. My name is Jody Pignole and today we're going to do a full class focusing on our senses while we're practicing our asanas, our postures. Focusing our attention on our senses, what we're experiencing with our vision, with our sense of sight, sound, taste, smell, touch. When we bring our focus to those, we can't be anywhere else but in the present moment. So it's a great little tool for bringing you present. It's a great little tool for practicing or playing with while we're practicing our postures. So that is what we will be doing today. And let's take a little time to be quiet with ourselves and we'll play with that here. So find your easy seated pose. This nice relaxed base, this tall, vertically aligned spine. Yes. And you can just check in for places of holding tension. See if you can get in any of that to release. Good. So eyes open or closed, whatever helps you focus more easily. Mine is with my eyes closed, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'll just lead you through a little bit of grounding with the senses meditation. Let's just first start by tuning into the body as it breathes itself. Nothing else to do here, just watch the inhalations and the exhalations, seeing if you can keep your attention focused there. Nice. And maybe you noticed some things, like I noticed a little more tension in my lower body, which I'm going to encourage to release. Let's take care of anything else that's grabbing your attention. Nice. And with these next few breath cycles, just notice if you can be aware of any scents. So coming in through your nose is the air, and also are there any odors that you might notice? Maybe you have a response or reaction. Just try and let that be neutral, even if you do not like it. Nice. And then let's bring our awareness to our hearing. What sounds do you notice? Just imagine they're making their way to your ears, giving you information, input. Maybe you notice your breath, the sound of your breath. Instead of focusing on just one, seeing if you can listen for more different sounds. Let's bring our awareness now to our mouth. You might not notice much here unless you've just brushed your teeth or had a meal. But just bring your attention there anyway. Any tastes you notice. And then let's bring ourselves and our attention to our skin. So, do you notice any awareness of temperature on your skin? Is there any air moving at all in your space? Do you notice the fabric moving on your skin as you breathe? So you can have awareness of what things feel like on your skin. You can have the awareness of what are you touching. So your fingertips, your hands, your legs, your butt. Just notice that. If you start to drift, just bring your awareness back to touch. And then slowly, if your eyes have been closed, slowly open them. Just let the light come in. And then just start noticing what you see. There's no right or wrong. Simply, what is there? Nice. Maybe you notice that you're having an emotional response to something that you see. Just working to neutral, but it's good to notice. All right, let's bring our awareness back to our breath for one nice full breath cycle. Feel it, hear it, sense it. Nice. All right, let's do a little bit of warming up. Get that body moving, ready for the rest of the class. So again, just get that nice, easy base. Lengthen the spine. And we're just going to do a couple spirals. So I'm going to take my left hand behind me. I'm going to take my right hand to the outside of my left knee. And I'm going to grow my spine tall. Try not to squish the microphone with my arm. And then I'm just going to spiral over to the left. Tune into any sense you feel like. Nice. Inhale yourself nice and tall. Let's come over to the other side. So right hand goes behind, left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Ground the sit bones, grow the spine, spiral over to the right. Yeah, it's just kind of fun to be more rooted in one of your senses. All right, let's come on back up. We'll come over to the first side. Find that spiral, and then let's lift up the left arm, reach it out over that right knee, bringing that shoulder down. Inhale, come on up. Over to the second side, find the spiral, find the alignment, the orientation to the center line. And then reach up that right arm, reach it out over the left knee, bring that shoulder down. Lovely, bring it back up. We're gonna come to seated on our bottoms. Just rest the hands underneath the shoulders on the mat. And then we're just gonna drop the legs the knees, left and right. Just loosening up the hips. Seeing what the situation is in there. And then let's come to rest. Let's meet up with our shins over to the right. Plant those shins. Plant that right hand under the shoulder and lift up with the left arm. Yeah, so you can do it more like a side bend. You can do more like an opening for the chest. A little back and forth. Good. All right, sit it back down. Knees over to the other side. Left hand under the shoulder. Lift the hips. Reach that right arm. Nice. All right, bring it back down. Let's come into a child's pose, which is where we give ourselves a little time to just reconnect with the breath, reconnect with the senses, connect with an intention, if that's part of your practice. And we'll just spend a few breath cycles here. I'll be quiet while you just check in. Alrighty, let's bring ourselves up. We're gonna lift the hips off the heels, curl the toes under, come back to seated on your heels if you can. If you can't become fully upright, just lean, get as close as you can. Your feet might find that a little extreme. Just orient your spine tall wherever you are. Breathe. Something should not be hurting, but it might be uncomfortable. And you can just simply tune into your senses. Good. All right, let's come to balance on the balls of the feet. So if you need to hold on to something, go ahead and get yourself where you can. If you can balance, just bring your hands to prayer pose. Feel those fingertips touching each other, the palms touching each other. Feel that nice, engaged, tall spine. I hear some sounds outside. I feel my toes on the mat. One more breath. I purposefully made that a breath I could hear. All right, we're going to come into all fours. So knees under the hips, wrists under the shoulders. Just find a nice neutral spine by wiggling around. Lovely. Okay, let's reach out with the left arm. I'm always trying to decide, should I mirror you, should I not mirror you? Which is easier for you to follow? Okay, reaching out with the left arm. Get some space in that shoulder. Tuck it under all the way to the right. Come to rest on the left shoulder and the side of the head. Yes. This right hand can be here on the mat. It can be here on the sacrum. It can wrap around or it can reach up. So you choose what's going to help facilitate your thread the needle pose. And then just tune into your senses. What do you notice? You don't have to use them all, just focus on one or a few. Notice the cool floor under my hand. Nice. All right, bring that hand back down. If it was up, lift yourself up. Reach that left arm out again. And place it back on the mat. Reach out with the right. Tuck it under to the left, reach, rest on your shoulder and the head. Find your position for the left hand. Of what are you aware in this moment via your senses? All right, bring yourselves back out. Reach out with that right arm again. Place it on the mat. Let's get those hands set up. Come back on the heel of the hands and spread the fingers wide so the middle finger is pointing forward. Yes, curl the toes under, lift the hips, that nice neutral spine. Finding that down dog. What do you notice here, sense-wise? A little dog barking. All right, let's walk the feet to the hands. Find your forward fold. Whatever it looks like. Anchor into a sense. My toes are cold. Nice. All right, let's take the hands to the hips. Lengthen the spine as you bring yourself all the way up. Let's just drop into a back bend. You can clasp your hands back here. Just reach those knuckles towards the mat. Open the belly. Maybe you notice your clothes on your skin, on your belly. Lovely. Bring it all the way forward again. Slide your hands down your legs. We're going to step back with the left leg. And just find a lunge. So the knee tracks over the front ankle or arch. Back heel over the ball of the foot, if possible. Yeah. And then just step forward, forward fold. Let's come up halfway, lengthen. And slide back down. Step back with the right leg. Find a lunge here. Senses, anybody? All right, let's step forward again. Forward fold, really let your upper body lengthen. Let's roll our spine up this time, one vertebra at a time. Nice, another back bend form, maybe the fingers pointing up the back. Get those shoulders down towards each other. Feel the bottoms of your feet on the mat as you lift away and lengthen. Yes, slide it all the way down again. Step back with the left leg. I'm going to take the left hand under the shoulder, take the right hand to the sacrum, spiral as you lengthen. Yes. Your hand can stay here, it can reach up, it can reach around. Stay on the, oh I said that, stay on the sacrum. And just anchor a few breaths in here. Find some awareness of something other than the ordinary. Maybe when you move, as you bring yourself out, you notice the air moving over your skin. Let's step forward. Come up halfway. Lengthen. Forward fold. Step back with the other leg. That would be your right leg. Find your lunge here. Just take that right hand under the right shoulder. Left hand to the sacrum. Lengthen as you spiral over to the left. Take the arm up if you choose. Give it a little wrap. Whatever it is, that's your final pose. Give yourself some time to tune in to your sensory world. Colors are fun. All right, bring yourself back out. Step forward. Find that forward fold one last time. Really let your head dangle. And walk your hands up your legs. All right. Let's bring ourselves about a leg length apart. Feet are parallel, maybe a little wider, depending on what your ability is. Just ground those feet in. Lengthen up through the spine. Let's just take the hands to the hips here and bring it into a forward fold. Hands can rest on the mat under the shoulders. You can take blocks if you need that. We'll stay here for a few breath cycles. Long enough to notice something with your senses. And then we're going to just slowly shift over to the right, bend that right knee, and back up and over to the left. And then depending on how you're feeling, maybe you can go a little bit deeper. You can walk the hands over. Little side lunges here. I don't know how far you might be able to get down. Come all the way down into that foot. If you can keep the heel on the mat, wonderful. Not quite there today. Let's just go back and forth a few times. And then just finish up your round. So ending on the second side. Nice. Back up to your forward fold. Take your hands to your hips. Lengthen your spine as you come all the way up. Little hip pop there. Bring the heels in, and we'll just slide the hands down to the knees. Drop the bum. Feel that lengthening of the spine. Let your hands push into the knees. Lengthen your spine. Yeah, bring the shoulders down away from the ears. Feel a little core engagement here. Good. And then let's take the left shoulder towards the front center. Right shoulder comes back. Little twist there. Inhale that back to center. Shift to the other side. Let's do one more each side. Get yourself set up, oriented. Spiral over to the right. What do you notice? And then inhale back to center. Spiral over to the left. Inhale back to center. Bring yourself all the way back up. Bring those feet parallel again. You might want to widen your stance just a little bit here. We're going to come into a side angle. I had to square myself up with the edge of the mat. Do you do that? Okay, let's take the arms out. Get that nice, everything is extended and aligned and reaching out. Good, let's take the right toes towards that wall. Left toes come forward a little bit. Chest is still parallel with the side of the mat. And then I'm just gonna come and I'm gonna bring my elbow. So you can bring your hand to the knee, you can bring your elbow to the knee. You can bring your hand to the mat or a block, whatever suits your authentic body in this moment. Nice. So knee tracks over the heel or the arch. I'm gonna widen my stance a little bit more here. Get that space in the groin. So all I'm doing right now is just settling into the base, lengthening the spine. And then I'm gonna reach out with the left arm, reach it away from me, get some space, and then bring it up and over. So it's a side angle pose. I'm trying to kind of track along the same angle as the body and the leg. And then I could spend a few breath cycles here, tuning in. What do I feel? What do I see? What do I hear? Smell? Nice. All right, let's just simply have that arm bring us back up. Bring the feet parallel again. Get yourself aligned, ready. Shift those feet. Come into that front knee with whatever body part is contacting it or not. Yeah, get that base set up. Really feel yourself settled in, rooted, connected. Reach up with that right arm up and over. Nice. And then you have a few breath cycles to practice more awareness, more connection to the moment. Yes. Nice. All right, bring yourselves back out. Walk those feet or hop them to the center. Let's come down into a child's pose. Again, just take a few breath cycles here. Let your body settle in. Let your senses inform you. And let's slide all the way down onto the belly. Reach your arms overhead. Yeah, just let your body, let your spine realign. Let everything just collapse into the mat. Feet are about hip width apart. And then slide your hands back halfway towards your body. Plant the palms. Push into the mat and lift. Take the shoulders down away from the ears. Yeah. Feel the belly open. Check in with your senses. Lovely. All right. Lower back down. Take your arms out to the sides, just right off of your shoulders. And then slide them back in halfway. Plant the palms, lift. Again, take those shoulders away from the ears. Plant that pelvis. Open the belly. do you sense? Just really dials up the awareness, doesn't it? Lovely. All right, lower back down. Just take your arms by your sides, palms down. Or you can take them underneath your hip flexors, palms up. And then just lift one leg up towards the ceiling, reach it long, and lower. Lift the opposite. Lift both. See how high you can lift. Lower back down. Just rest on one cheek. Let the shoulders collapse down to the mat. Let's take ourselves through one more round of this locust pose. Lift one leg. Lower, lift the other. Lower. When you lift one, you get to see, what do I need to have on board to prepare for this? Both legs. And then use that support. Use that breath. Use that reaching. And maybe use your senses. Lovely. Lower back down. Rest on the opposite cheek. Nice hands underneath the shoulders. Just push the hips back around the back. And then we'll come all the way onto our backs. Just first, allow yourself, just like you did on your belly, to feel that whole body oriented towards this nice flat surface. Tune into your senses. Good. Release your arms. Let's just hug the knees in. Give a nice gentle squeeze. Listen to the sound of your breathing. All right, let's lower the feet to the mat. We're going to take the right ankle over the left knee. Reach through, make a clasp behind the thigh or in front of the shin, depending on what your body will allow. Let's bring a little action into those feet. And then we're just going to move this whole bottom portion towards the chest. Lovely. No pain, maybe a little complaining. Just breathe. Use your senses. Nice. Lower that back down to the mat, the left foot. We're going to slide the right foot down towards the hip crease. Hold on to it with your hands. Extend the left leg on the mat and let that right knee drop. Well, it's not going to drop. It's just going to slowly lower towards the mat. Nice. And here I like to imagine I'm standing on that left leg, finding some engagement and some length, and then I'm getting my spine in alignment as well as though I were standing And then if you want, you can reach up with that right arm. Still hold on to that left foot. If you can let go of that left foot and it will stay, you can reach up with the left arm as well. And just same thing, imagine you're standing, reaching nice and tall. Excellent, breathe. Tune into some senses. Lovely, release the arm. Take a hold of that foot again while you bend that left knee. And then take the right foot to the mat. Left ankle is going to go over right knee. Reach through, make a clasp behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Move all of those little angles towards your chest. Just creating opening wherever and however much. All right, let's bring the right foot back down to the mat. Take the left foot, slide it down into the right hip crease. Extend the right leg. Let the left lower. Feel that right leg really lengthen and engage, finding your alignment. Reaching up with the left arm if that works. It's a great place to stay. Reaching up with the right arm if you can let go of that left foot. There's a lot of left and rights back and forth. It's good for your brain. Good. Wherever you are, find that engagement, find that length. Find some sensory awareness. Lovely. Release the arms. Take a hold of that foot. Bend the right knee. Take the left foot back to the mat. And let's give those knees another squeeze into the chest. You can bring your nose up. Just contract the whole belly. Nice. Lower the head and shoulders back to the mat. Reach your arms out. Palms facing up. Just drop the knees over to the left. Any amount, it doesn't matter. Just we're starting the twist. We're starting the loosening up of the spine here. Nice. All right, let's bring them over to the left again. And now you might need to adjust your angle to see where you can get those legs moving closest towards the mat. Then you can take your left hand and just give them a little encouragement. Keep that right shoulder on the mat. Yes, let's spend a few breath cycles here. What do you notice? Nice, gently release. Bring those knees back up and over to the other side. Find that distance, find that angle. Have your hand help encourage. Reach out. Yeah. Just allow the softening, the release. Sense something. Lovely. Release. Bring those knees back up again. And let's widen the knees. Bring the ankles or the bottoms of the feet together. And then cross one ankle on top of the other. It doesn't matter which one. We're going to reach around, take a hold of those feet, and then just lower all that down to the mat. Yes. A little more opening. You can encourage that with your hands if you want. You can reach your arms up and grab opposite elbows. Or reach arms long, cactus pose. Few breaths here. Seeing what's available and what you notice. Lovely. Release the arms. Bring those knees back up. Take the opposite ankle on top. Reach around, take hold of the feet, lower that all down to the mat. Let it settle. Let it release. Reach your arms up for that arm position again. Yeah, just stay here. One more breath. What do you notice? Yes, good. Release the arms. Bring those knees back up. All right, take any last shapes, movements, postures that your body might be needing right now. Got about 30, 45 seconds of free yoga. There's no right or wrong. And whenever you're ready, as you're ready, make your way into your final meditation pose, whether that's full corpse pose or some sort of modification. There's a little video for letting you know possibilities. Yes. Oh, making sure that you find that posture that helps you release, making sure you're warm enough. If you need a blanket, socks, whatever. And then I'll just be quiet for a little while you hang out with yourself, with your body, with this moment, with your senses. these next few breath cycles, check and see if there's any more places, if there are any more places where you can release a little bit more. Nice, and then you can start to gently, slowly introduce some movements. So bring your body back to life. And you can roll onto your side. And then find your seated position, just keeping it slow and gentle. You can even keep your eyes closed if that works for you. And what do you notice now? Just first, what does it feel like in your body, with your mood, with your breath? And tune into any more sensory awarenesses. And then lastly, is there anything you want to celebrate about your practice, or how you're feeling right now, or anything you want to take with you into your day? Lovely. Whenever you're ready. Whoops. Let's do one more full breath. I love that. Just ending on that note, feeling that whole shape that you're in right now. Good. And then whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes if they were closed. Namaste. Thank you so much for bringing yourself to practice with me today. I hope this tuned up your presence and your awareness, and that's a good thing for you. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, if you haven't already, I'd love to have you be a part of the community. Otherwise, I wish you a very wonderful day.